Morning Show on 94.9 WSJM.
All right.
Here we go.
Got to adjust the microphones
There you
here, and we are good to go.
Boop, boop.
All right. It's Monday.
Pick up
It's
the
April Fool's Day.
Yeah,
It's Dyngus Day. It's any other weird holidays today? I feel like there's a bunch of them, as there always is.
It's a week away from the eclipse day.
Yeah. Did you get your glasses yet?
No, not yet. I mean, I've got welding things, but
yeah,
they have no batteries.
I feel like I need to run to like I don't know. I find where's a good trusted place? You know, like I want to go to like.
Are you going to get the welding glasses?
No. I'm just gonna get the simple like little cardboard things I can throw over my glasses.
I don't know. Head on over to. I don't know if they have them at LMC. Maybe they've got a gift shop at Notre Dame or something like that. Got some glasses there. Go to somewhere where they have big telescopes.
Yes.
Anyone who is an astronomer will be able to tell us where. Maybe if there's any astronomer listening right now, tell us where you would get your eclipse glasses.
Or teachers that teach in the planetariums.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, check that out. So, and because I mean, that's the thing I got to think of. The welding glasses might not be a bad idea just because I have glasses.
Right.
And I don't know if the cardboard things will fit over the glasses all that well.
Oh, you put them under. Just put them under. And just do your thing like that.
Maybe just take the film and just slap it right on my eye and just put tape over the top of it, just so I make sure no light gets in.
Or get some spray paint.
Ooh, I like that little shellac, little spray glue.
Yeah.
Some other holidays today. It is International Fun at Work Day.
Oh, should we have fun today? Fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna pull any pranks with anybody?
I hadn't really thought about it.
No.
But I mean, I can.
It's also National 1 Cent Day.
What is that?
The American penny debuted on this date in 1787.
Oh, yeah. So
you can celebrate.
Little nooks and crannies everywhere going, hey, thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Found another penny.
Cool. I used to collect the wheat pennies.
Yes, love the wheat pennies.
Yeah, love the wheat pennies. But I don't have that many anymore. Now I just collect $2 bills. Got a lot of those.
I'll sell you a $2 bill.
I'll sell you a $3 bill.
Oh, that's not that good.
No. All right. Some things to get to here this morning. Let's find out what's happening in the news.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Good morning. And local news that we're following for you today, a Niles man has pleaded guilty in a federal guns case. U.S. Attorney Mark Totten says 19-year-old Lawrence Edward Slaughter has pleaded guilty to possessing a loaded firearm, which had been modified to a fully automatic weapon using a conversion kit. And he was also a convicted felon. The U.S. Attorney's Office says on September 23rd of 2022, Slaughter's state probation officers conducted an inspection at his apartment in Niles. They found a loaded 9mm Glock pistol in one of his bedrooms. The pistol also had a machine gun conversion kit attached. Taunton says the gun violence is an epidemic all across the nation, and his office will continue to hold accountable felons who possess guns illegally, as well as anyone who traffics or possesses illegal machine gun conversion kits. Slaughter will be sentenced on July 16th. He faces up to 15 years in prison. The groundbreaking for the Michigan portion of the multi-state Marquette Greenway will be held on Wednesday in New Buffalo. Marquette Greenway is a trail planned from Chicago to New Buffalo. The Southwest Michigan Planning Commission's Marcy Hamilton tells us it's been in the works for more than a decade. It's taken a lot of coordination and cooperation to see the trail become a reality.
It's a big effort of convening all those folks and getting everybody on board to create a trail. And it's not like a rail to trail where you have an obvious corridor to build the trail. We're building this trail a lot of times in areas that are already developed and trying to find the route.
Hamilton says work starts Wednesday on phase 1 of the Michigan section. It will also be along US 12 from New Buffalo down to the entrance of Grand Beach. Hamilton says phase 2 will go from Grand Beach to the Indiana state line. Meanwhile, there's work ongoing in both Indiana and Illinois.
Once this is built, there'll be a safe off-road trail that, a lot more people will be able to ride between Chicago and New Buffalo.
Hamilton says phase 1 will cost about $5.7 million. Phase 2 will run about $1.2 million. The funding has come from a variety of sources, much of them grant programs and donations. The trailhead in Michigan will be in downtown New Buffalo at the corner of Mechanic and Smith Streets. That's also where the groundbreaking will be on Wednesday. Several guest speakers will be present, including state lawmakers, county commissioners, and representatives of nonprofit groups. The Van Buren County GIS Department has published several historic and plat books that will show property records going back as far as 1873. GIS Director Jerry Happel tells us the department wanted to preserve old records while it still could, so they've all been put online for the public to see.
These are books that we had here on hand, and they're getting so old and they're starting to deteriorate, and we really don't want to be handling them anymore. And so we made the effort to go ahead and scan them and put them on the internet and make them available to the public.
Happel says land ownership books from 1873, 1895, 1906, and 1912 have been carefully scanned, and now anyone can browse them. He says it's fascinating to see how Van Buren County developed over the years by looking at the maps.
To me, it's just interesting to see how the land has developed over time. Way back in the day, there were a lot of very large lots and people owned hundreds and hundreds of acres. And of course, it's been whittled down since then. And I find it fascinating just to see the history of it.
Happel says you'll notice names that are still well known in the community. The books are also downloadable as PDFs, catering to the needs of historians, genealogists, educators, and anyone interested in history. The GIS department is also working on creating an interactive map that will allow users to overlay present-day parcel information onto the historical plat data book data. That's set to launch later this year, giving anyone a chance to take a look at see how the county was developed. We have a link to the historic plat books on our website, WSJM.com. And one more, a Cass County man has won $1 million in the Powerball game.
Nice.
Michigan Lottery says Torrey Simpson of Marcellus matched 5 white balls in the March 16 drawing to win his big prize. He bought his winning ticket online. Simpson says he logged into MichiganLottery.com before heading to work, saw the $1 million pending in his account, did not end up going to work that day.
Oh, took the day off.
Took the day off. The 55-year-old Simpson visited the Michigan Lottery office in Lansing to claim his prize, says he plans to use the money to save for retirement. He says the $1 million will give him a good cushion to do so comfortably.
Nice.
Yeah, in the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
Yeah, I feel like I'd take the day off too.
You would?
Yeah. Go, especially to go claim my
you got
prize.
Stuff on your mind. It's like I got $1 million to claim.
Like, you know,
I'm
what?
not going to be any good at work anyway.
I'm going to go to the Michigan, take a little road trip, Michigan Lottery office, make sure this is legit.
Yeah. Speaking of Powerball, nobody won the Powerball.
You know.
I didn't win.
Oh,
Yeah, Stephanie and I bought tickets and we didn't win anything.
dang it.
No. But so the estimated jackpot for Powerball stands at $975 million. I kid you not. The drawing is tonight.
All right. I might have to get a ticket.
Yeah, 975.
That's pretty good.
It's getting big money now. Wow.
We'll get to sports in just a moment. Right now, let's find out what's happening around the nation and the world with ABC News.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Big protests in Israel.
All right. Did anybody else win any money on the Powerball? Let us know on our Facebook comments or YouTube or X. We're all over there.
Yes. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning to Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Bill?
And 4 other people.
Yeah. Wonderful people that are watching. Yeah, the Dyngus Day thing. I as a part Polish person.
Yes, a practicing Polish person.
Yeah, not practicing. I'm just obviously Polish person. I have not really been a Dyngus Day celebrator.
No,
not too much.
It's
no.
big down in South Bend. Doesn't travel up.
No, guess
Southwest?
not. Yeah. Yeah, I saw on the news over the weekend that there was like a meat market. They were like, this is our biggest, like, this is our Super Bowl. This is our biggest day or weekend, with all the people buying tons of sausages and all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do to celebrate Dyngus Day?
Eat.
Is that it?
Celebrate. I mean, it's kind of like, you know how, what is it, Fat Tuesday?
Yeah.
In New Orleans kind of gets you into the celebration. Well, this is the one that waits till after.
Okay.
And so it just kind of continues the Easter celebration.
Okay.
Post-Lenten.
So, day to celebrate the end of the often restrictive observance of Lent and the joy of Easter.
Yeah, everyone's off Lent, so
Yeah.
Whatever their Lenten sacrifice was is now expired. But maybe you keep it going. I don't know. Maybe your Lenten observance was no more Reese's peanut butter eggs.
Oh. Yeah, I thought about that because my brother-in-law, he gave up steak for Lent.
Okay.
He was like, nope, not going to have steak.
So he could have hamburgers, but just not steak.
Just not, basically, he could still have beef, but just not in steak form.
Okay.
It's like he could have a steak burger.
He likes steak.
Yeah, he likes steak.
Okay.
So he said, no, not going to have steak. And of course, the day that he tells us this, we go to a restaurant that, what are they doing? Ribeye night. He's like, I'm going to have the salmon.
Whoops.
I was like, man, why'd you come if we were all going to have ribeyes except you? But we had a lot of steak last night for Easter. I think they cooked up tons of steak.
Do you have any ham?
No ham.
No ham?
No, we had salmon. We had good salmon.
No, you're supposed to have a ham on Easter.
No, we decided to do steak.
Okay. Was that a big thing growing up? For us, it was.
For ham?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Easter
usually.
ham.
Yeah, an Easter ham. My mom would usually cook up.
Because you get turkey for Thanksgiving, you get turkey for Christmas. By the time Easter rolls around, it's like, nope.
See, we usually do turkey. We usually do both ham and turkey, especially if we have a large, huge family gathering. We'll do ham on Christmas. So, yeah, and I feel like turkey dinners, should not be for just the holidays.
Oh no, because you always have turkey sandwiches.
Yeah, turkey sandwiches.
Might as well just have a big old turkey.
Especially if you're into the frying of the turkeys. I feel like that could be a summer thing.
Yeah,
a summer turkey dinner.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Just kick out in the backyard around the pool, under the shade.
Toss a turkey in the fryer.
That vat of boiling oil ready yet?
Yeah, it's like a sauna, and then when you're all done, you pour water in the fryer. No, bad
gross.
idea.
Bad idea.
All right, let's get back to the show.
9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning. You can see exclusive content that you can't get anywhere else right at our Facebook page, our X, as well as YouTube. We're streaming live for all to see and hear. Thanks to everybody that goes and watches that on a regular basis. We get a lot of people that like to watch, just to sit and watch us.
Yeah.
Do you find it weird at all that people just sit and watch us sit and talk about
them.
stuff and watch them?
Yeah, they watch us watching them.
Yeah, it's a weird moment.
It's not weird. No. It's the fun stuff.
Yeah, but we appreciate you. Yeah, I always hear people say to me like, they'll be like, "Man, I would love to listen to your show if I could watch it."
Oh,
now
we've got them.
You're in luck, my friend. Now you can watch it. You ever have people come up to you and like, you don't look like what I thought you sounded like.
That used to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now apparently I do look like what I sound like.
Does that feel good or not?
I don't know.
Like I have some people that will say like, you sound much older. Oh, yes, because I am seasoned. But now I'm old. I'm in my, I'm middle-aged now. So
middle-aged.
Anyways, lots of things to get to here this morning. Do you want to talk recalls?
Yes.
Another car recall, really, that we have to deal with?
Kia is recalling more than 427,000 of its Telluride SUVs due to a defect that may cause the cars to roll away while they're parked. This seems like a familiar thing. The whole, it won't stay where you left it. According to documents published by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the intermediate shaft and the right front drive shaft of certain models, the Tellurides from 2020 to 2024, may not be fully engaged. They may not fully engage. And over time, that can lead to unintended vehicle movement while the cars are in park.
That's not good.
Increasing potential crash risks. They say to remedy the issue, dealers will update the affected car's electronic parking brake software and replace any damaged intermediate shafts for free.
But what are you supposed to do before you take it to the shop?
Don't leave it on a hill.
Okay. This isn't where I parked.
In the meantime, drivers of the impacted Tellurides are instructed to manually engage the emergency brake before exiting the vehicle. So just use your emergency brake. That should be good until you get it to the dealership to get the replacement and inspect the intermediate shaft, whatever that thing is.
Yeah. I have no idea where that is, the intermediate shaft.
I have no idea.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think cars are getting too complicated.
I would look around the middle, underneath.
Yeah.
Somewhere there.
It's not the expert shaft.
Yeah. But that they can fix it's the intermediate.
It's the
shaft.
intermediate.
But that they can fix it with a software fix.
Right.
Like, well, what's that gonna do? You just gonna jam the thing in harder or what?
Well, maybe it's just like the software is telling it it's engaged. It's telling the car that it's engaged when it really isn't. When it's like halfway.
Yeah.
So odd. Yeah, that seems like there's a lot of those recalls based off of hey, we're not fully in park.
Yeah.
Which is confusing because I was at the store the other day, and I don't know why I do this. I always forget where I park.
How do you do that?
I don't know. All the time.
Do you park in different places?
No. I don't park. I usually park in roughly the same place.
What kind of parker are you? Do you go up and down the aisles and try to find the closest spot possible?
No.
Do you go to like a normal spot? How do you park?
No, I usually park. There's really no rhyme or reason, really. And I think that's probably why I always forget where I parked, because if I go to a place that I go to on a regular basis, I'm like, yeah, this isn't where I parked. No, yeah, because I parked over there last time and now this time. So yeah, I'm usually what's ever most convenient. I try to not be around stupid cars.
Yes.
The people that either pulled into or on an angle, and I imagine that as soon as they open up their door, it's going to slam into my car. Or the big trucks that they pull into the space.
Yes.
But then you can tell that their hitch ball and all that are hanging in the space that you're in.
Behind it, yeah.
So yeah, a lot of times I do spend. I'm like, no, I don't want to go to that spot. No, I don't want to go to that spot. So I end up just parking some random spot.
I after the movie on Friday, we stopped by Meijer for some taco shells.
Oh,
because we had tacos over the weekend.
Oh,
they were so good. Oh yeah, they're the kind with a little flat bottom on them, so they stand up on the plate.
Nice.
Have you seen those?
I have seen those.
They are hilarious.
Do they work well?
They work well.
Are they still?
I mean, they fall apart after the first bite.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, while it's sitting on the plate, you can just dump stuff into it.
So those are the sides just fall right in, and then the base.
No, this
the
is
base
a hard
is still
shell.
there.
This is a hard. Well, oh yeah.
So it's still catching all the stuff.
Kinda.
Because I feel like the rounded ones, as soon as you take the bite, it just falls right out.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess the bottom stayed intact.
Better design.
Anyway, we were there to pick up taco shells, just taco shells. But I don't want to go up close because there's always the danger of the car dings and everything. So I park way in the back, way off where no one else is. No one else is. And what happens? Big Herkin truck
parks
comes
right next
up
to you,
like 6 inches.
Oh my gosh!
Off me,
really?
Almost grabs the mirror.
Come on!
And then, and as soon as he starts getting out, he's like, "Oh, there's somebody in that car," and he just kind of like edges out of his door. There's no one next to him. Just 2 cars out in the middle of nowhere.
Come on!
It's like, that's weird.
He did that on purpose.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he's following the rule: always park next to a car that doesn't have any dings in it. They won't ding you on the way out.
Look for the nice car that's sitting by itself. Yeah, I'm gonna be the one that's gonna piss them off. You're a backer upper. I noticed when you park here at the radio station, you back up. Do you back up when you go to like the store?
No, I just pull through.
You just pull right in. Oh, you pull through.
I pull through.
Okay,
yeah.
Smart.
I know a lot of accidents do happen in parking lots, so I'm very careful, and I just like look around, and it's like, okay, I'm going to go into the front space, so I can just pull right out. Always ready to go. Always ready.
Yeah, I think they should reteach how people park in parking lots, because the backing up is always the hardest part for a lot of people. Yeah, because that was in the parking lot where I couldn't find my car. There was like this 3-car thing going on, all because one person was struggling backing out of the space to get out of there. And you got one car coming up that wants that spot, another car coming from another angle that wants that spot, but they don't want to wait any longer. But this car backing up is blocking the whole entire lane. It's just a mess. That's why I try to park far out.
Yeah, on closed circuit TV, it's funny to watch especially if you speed it up, how these things work.
Like Austin Powers,
And
just getting
and
stuck.
that to add all that, as I'm sitting there, as I pulled away from the truck, by the way, and parked somewhere else, I'm watching these the two groups of teenagers in cars. Group full of boys, group full of girls in different cars. They stop in the middle of the parking drive.
Yeah.
To just sit there and talk to, hey, what are you doing?
Hey,
what are you doing?
You guys want to go somewhere?
Yeah. Meanwhile, traffic is backing up behind them.
Yeah, but you probably did that when you were in high school.
Never.
No?
Never. Number one, our grocery store had like 5 cars in it total.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, I didn't have a car.
Oh.
Number 3, girls, what?
Friends? What?
They could like me? Oh, my. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. Some other things to get to here this morning. We mentioned that nobody won Powerball.
Nobody won the Powerball.
What else you got for me?
Booze on ships. The Carnival Cruise Line and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're having to be rerouted because of the Baltimore Bridge.
Right.
Having to go down. Well, that may affect the way some people who are going to go on future cruises buy their cruise package. So, yeah, Carnival Legend is one of the ships that's out right now, and it's scheduled to return from its voyage. On yesterday, it was scheduled to return. It had to go back into Norfolk because Baltimore obviously not open, and so they're gonna probably operate out of these different ports. But different sailing from different ports means that the cruise companies have different local laws and taxes to consider when they sell their cruise packages. And one of the things they sell in their cruise packages is the Cheers program, where you get your unlimited.
Oh, yeah.
Unlimited booze.
I've never been on a cruise, but I've heard of this.
The Carnival's Cheers program has unlimited water, soda, juice, and specialty coffee, along with 15 alcoholic beverages to choose from for $60 a day, $59.95. And
unlimited?
Unlimited. $60 a day.
It's not bad.
So if you can tank up on $60 a day, there you go. But you have to purchase in advance, and shorter sailings actually cost $70 per day.
Wow.
Which is really weird. And all packages carry an automatic 18% gratuity, but people may have to pay more because the different taxes, like in Virginia, or New York, or Texas, and everything else. And so, just something to consider if you're taking a cruise, and it was supposed to go out of Baltimore.
Right
now, you got to consider something different.
Yeah. All right. I'm not taking a cruise anytime soon.
No.
And because what cruises go out of the? I mean, there's quite a lot of cruises that go out of the Baltimore ones, but I just don't know what the routes are. Do they ones that just kind of go down the?
I would assume
the coast. The East Coast, and then they make their way down to
like
some of the
Bahamas.
islands.
Maybe they go to Bermuda. I don't know. Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? Go to the Bermuda Triangle.
Come on, pretty mama.
Oh boy.
All right. We'll get to sports here in just a moment. Also catch you up with your Bloomberg Market Minute. That's next.
Loan rates are trending downward. Are you?
Aruba, Bahamas, coming pretty mama.
Aruba,
Key Largo,
Bahama.
Montego.
Where's Jamaica come in?
I don't know. Do they say Jamaica?
I don't know. I noticed they moved the van.
Yeah, we moved the van. I thought we sold the van.
Well, I think the van is going to be sold.
Right.
Because we have a van that we don't use anymore. Had a big old lighthouse on top of it.
Right. Yep. If anybody wants to buy it, contact
Do we get a commission? If they contact us.
If they contact us,
we should get a commission.
We have like a keyword or something.
Yeah. Jonny and Ken's van.
Jonny and Ken's van. Yeah.
Yeah, use the special discount code.
That van used to have my face on it.
Oh,
years ago.
Is that where they're selling it?
Yeah, exactly. It lowered the value quite considerably.
Now they've scraped that off.
Yeah, now they've taken that off.
No, honestly, it looks like new.
Oh yeah, because this van that we've had for not super long, but it's in good shape, and we had wrapping on it for one of the stations, 98.3 The Coast, and then that was partially covered. But then what we did later on is we completely wrapped it with logos and all that other cool design and stuff. So yeah, I think that protected the paint.
I really like that idea. I mean, I don't know why they don't offer it more for people with cars, just regular consumer cars. Just you want your vehicle wrapped? Well, what will that do? It's like the undercoating. It'll
Right.
protect it.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
Hmm.
I mean, you probably have to be more mindful about washing it.
Oh, be careful when you wash it.
Yeah, you probably. I don't think. Can you take the
I
vehicle
bet you
wrap
can.
Vehicles into the just
Yeah,
regular
because it's
old
not
car
like
wash?
sandpaper in the car wash.
Yeah,
It's not like grinding.
right. And it's of course sealed and.
I know we have a new listener to the show.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, who?
Well, I don't know if it's a new listener. It's just a confirmed listener.
Oh, okay.
Russell, my dog.
Your dog.
My dog listens to the show because over the last couple of days, he's picked up an inconsistent hop on one of his feet.
Oh,
So I think he's been listening to how
how
Plinko's
been acting.
up like that.
Yeah.
Now he's hopping. No, he came back from the groomers and he was just fine.
Yeah.
I mean, just, anxiety and all that.
Sure.
But, and then the next morning, hopping out of bed, he was just like limping, favoring one of his things. And then throughout the day, perfectly fine. Nighttime again, wanted to be picked up and put on the bed.
Huh.
Happened again this morning.
Weird.
Yeah. But just running around fine on it throughout the day.
Yeah, like
But at nighttime,
at first I was thinking maybe like they nicked his
I
pad
figure
or
they
something
probably
like
nicked
that.
either a pad
Or one of the nails.
The nails, because he has this one nail that grows out straight and weird. So
Oh, he's got a weird nail.
he has a
Yeah.
weird nail.
Cool thing about Plinko's nails is they're very clear. Like you can
Oh,
see
so
the
you can see
little
where the vein
quick
is and
all that
such?
stuff. You see it pretty clearly.
Okay.
But I've had dogs that have had like black nails. I'm like, how do you even know where
Yeah.
to trim on that?
He's got black nails.
But yeah, Plinko's they're fairly see through, so you can see where the trimming needs to happen.
Mm.
So, but yeah, he's an actor for sure. All right, Bloomberg Market Minute going right now. Some other things to get
How's
to here
everyone
this
doing?
morning.
Good weekend?
Everybody all Easter candied out.
Mm. Yum. I'm hungry.
I know. We want to drop off some kielbasa, some smoked meats.
I got some extra smoked sausage laying around.
Yeah, I always have my backup kielbasa, my car kielbasa. All right.
The Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, while East Coast ports modify operations to absorb diverted cargo. An IMF analysis shows that Norfolk, New York, and Charleston, South Carolina are most often the next destinations for ships leaving Baltimore on scheduled routes. That makes them the most likely to see more imports in the short term. Trucking and rail operations are also being expanded to help accommodate the cargo diversions. And UPS says it's been awarded a significant air cargo contract by the U.S. Postal Service, marking a major expansion between the two. The company says that following a transition period, UPS will haul the majority of post office air cargo in the U.S. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
Hi, this is Pat Moody, and you're listening to The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on 94.9 WSJM.
Sell. All right.
We're talking about gold.
Yeah, gold prices have gone up, and they've been record highs multiple times, and it's still now another record high.
Yeah, another record high. Gold wrapped up. They're looking for it to continue to go up today. But an ounce of gold right now, $2,254 and change.
Wow.
Yeah. It would hit an all-time high going up to, in that same session, it had gone up to $2,262 an ounce before dropping back down. But gold futures are also up $2,275 an ounce. That's just incredible. I mean, because it used to be hundreds of dollars, not thousands,
right,
for an ounce of gold.
And even when it got up to $500 for an ounce of gold, people were like, "Oh my gosh, I got to get rid of the stuff that I have."
Yeah.
You got any gold lying you got buried in the backyard or anything like that?
I'm not going to tell you where my gold is buried in the backyard, but maybe not.
Can I get the gold that I have melted down into gold bars?
Sure, it'll only cost you for a small amount.
Yeah. Can I do it myself?
Can I refine it? I think people have done that. I think it definitely could decrease the value depending on what you do with the impurities and such like that.
Sure.
But, if you have a hobby, nothing else to do, melt it down.
Do some smelting, some weekend smelting.
Why not? Yeah.
Today's going to be cloudy, 80% chance for some rain and a high of 54. Later tonight, we're looking at some more rain as well. Looks like rain for the first part of the week, on and off, at least Tuesday. And I think even Wednesday might be raining as well. Low down to 40 tonight.
No snow, though. No snow.
Doesn't look like snow.
No snain.
Yeah, no snain.
Okay.
No snog. That's a snow fog.
Oh, the snow fog.
Snog. I love snog.
It was weird. Saturday, we were out walking, and it was the afternoon, later in the afternoon, and there was like a mist that started blowing in from the lake.
Yeah.
And then we went out and saw the lake, and you couldn't see the lake because there was just a fog or a cloud, low cloud cover hanging over it.
Some snog, maybe.
Some snog. Could have been snog.
All right. Enough of that.
Yep.
Let's find out what's happening in the news this morning.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Here are some of the local stories we're following for you today. There were no injuries in a fully involved house fire yesterday in Benton Township. The Benton Harbor Department of Public Safety reports that just after 5 a.m. yesterday, crews responded to reports of a fully involved house fire on Laurel Avenue. The structure, located next to the now closed Martindale Elementary School, appeared to be a complete loss. Fire crews reportedly had to shuttle water due to a lack of fire hydrants in the area. There were no injuries and no indication on the cause of the fire. Congressman Tim Walberg is under fire by supporters of Gaza. During a town hall meeting in Dundee last week, Congressman Walberg was recorded saying the war between Israel and Hamas should end quickly and that he does not support any U.S. spending on humanitarian aid for civilians in Gaza. We'll have more on that at 8 o'clock. Also, we've reached out to the congressman's office for the comment. Looks like we'll probably have him as a guest on tomorrow morning's morning show.
Oh.
Yeah, so we'll have that. Local officials say Berrien County could see billions of dollars in investment thanks to large data centers that could be created here. State Representatives Joey Andrews and Berrien County Commissioner Chokwe Pitchford addressing the Benton Harbor Area Schools Board of Education, looking for their support as they try to get that legislation pushed through in Lansing. More on that coming up, too. In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
And also coming up, we got sports. And right now, let's find out what's happening around the state.
The Michigan News Network.
I'm Beth Fisher.
Oh, bum, bum, bum. Oh, I see one April Fool's joke that Red Lobster was going to try, and probably a horrible idea. They said that they were going to replace their famous Cheddar Bay biscuits with breadsticks for April Fools. Customers were surprised, but soon realized it was just, of course, a playful prank. But the breadsticks were served with a side of Cheddar Bay biscuit flavored butter, which that sounds good. I love the Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Biscuits sound good. Tomorrow, we have any blocks tomorrow on the 7 o'clock?
We have a 7:10 block. Yes.
So maybe we'll put him at 7:40.
Oh,
You want to do that?
sure.
Okay.
Sure. Is he calling in, and is he
I think we'll try to get him on the StreamYard.
StreamYard?
Yeah,
All right.
on the video feed.
video live stream.
Yeah.
I think last time we tried it, he was we could see him, but we couldn't hear him.
Oh, that's right. I
And
remember
he was
that.
on the phone.
He said his people said they were committed to trying again.
We will get it set up for him then and see, do a little testy on, try it out. All right. How's everybody doing this morning? Got Bill, our Walmart greeter, saying good morning. But
Hey, good
Bill
morning,
needs
Bill.
some people to say good morning too. So feel free to comment with what you got going on today.
Maybe people are taking a 3-day weekend.
Ooh, you think so?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, spring break too.
It is
Isn't
spring
spring
break.
break for a lot of
It
lot
is
of
spring
schools?
break. Yeah.
So listenership has gone down to this final
Hey,
award-winning program.
hey.
Maybe not.
they're just listening in different time zones.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Jeff who is watching in Mexico. So, I mean, wherever you are around the world, you can listen. Download the WSJM app as well. I got some new pants.
You did?
Yeah, I got some new pants.
Let's see.
For everybody, new pair of pants.
Oh, those are nice.
khakis.
Look at that.
They're I think they're waterproof or something.
Wow.
Go camping, go hiking.
You're not supposed to get khakis for durable or for hiking, are
Well,
you?
they're called they call them weatherproof or something.
What brand are they?
I think they're weatherproof is the company. I don't know. I got them at
Weatherproof.
Costco.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Just said, you know what? I need some khakis because I'm middle-aged and I shop at Costco. Just like my whole outfit, just like everything at Costco or Walmart. Those are like the things I buy.
No, man.
Simple and easy.
Good stuff.
I don't like spending a lot of money on clothes and jeans and pants, especially. Yeah. I mean, I should because sometimes the more expensive can be more durable, but not always the case.
True.
Because especially jeans, they don't make the denims. There's so many where they're like, oh, we'll put a little bit of this spandex or some other random material in there, and it's hard to find those like farmer cowboy denim that's like I could stand my jeans up in the corner because they're just so strong and durable. Anyways, but yeah, got some khakis.
Those look good.
Thank you. They're short enough. See,
you don't trip on them.
Nah, they don't trip on them.
They've got that hiking cut
because I've got the ridiculously short inseam. They're still a little too long. My inseam 29. These are 29s, 29-inch inseam.
You ever wonder what it must be like to be a pant maker?
Yeah,
because you've got to do the combination of waist and the inseam.
Right.
It's like, how in the world do they do this?
Well, the thing is,
think of all the pants you got to make.
That's a lot of pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, the patterns that you have to go through. Yeah. Yeah.
Because everyone has a different waist size.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has a different inseam. Suppose there are averages out there.
Well, the hardest part for me is in any waist size I've ever been.
Yeah.
From when I was in high school or now, it's like I can usually find the waist, but I can never find the waist to inseam ratio.
Yeah.
Because I have short legs, very short legs. And I don't want to buy them and then, cut them down. My mom used to actually trim my pants down.
Really?
Yeah. Because I couldn't find short enough ones.
Oh.
Yeah, I got ridiculous short legs. Long torso, short legs. It's
so
weird.
She couldn't find the pants, so she bought them and just, these will be good enough.
Yeah, she would get like a 30-inch inseam ones, and I need like a 27 to 28 is like my inseam. Somewhere around there would be ideal. And she said, no, I'll just trim it down a little bit. Your little short legs. But they always looked weird. So, yeah. And then what I always hate is you go through the pile of the pants. Because they always especially a lot of stores, they just have them stacked up everywhere. And they're like, they kind of have like your waist or your inseam kind of all categorized as one. But you flip through a bunch of them, and you're like, oh, I think I got one. And of course, the one they don't have is your size.
Is that one.
So a lot of times if I see my size, I'll grab them. Even if I don't need them, like I'm gonna need those eventually. Those will go into storage. So
I feel that same way about motorcycles.
Yeah. I feel like custom clothing. I need to get to the custom jeans. If I can get to that status where I can have everything custom made. Custom jeans, yeah. I had an art teacher in college. And his art was textiles. He did a lot of textile work. Okay. So he went down to I believe it was North Carolina State, which by the way is in the Final Four.
Yes.
He went to North Carolina State for a lecture. They flew him out there and he spoke at their textile department.
Oh.
And he went to a company down there and got custom made jeans.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they measured them up, fitted them appropriately.
Fitted appropriately. They looked great, but they just looked like regular jeans that fit well.
Yeah, but man, a good fit.
Oh yeah. And he's like, I said, all right, custom made jeans, how much should they cost?
Yeah, how much?
And he said, I don't want to talk about it. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't want to talk about it? And I said, roughly on it, how much do you think they cost? He said, well, remember when I said that they paid to fly me out there and booked a hotel and everything?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. So he's like,
was that part of the cost?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's like, basically, if I would have paid for that trip, that's how much I paid for these jeans.
Whoa. How many pairs did he get?
I don't know. Maybe 2, maybe 1.
Oh, man.
But
that's going to be like $800.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Easy.
At least. So he's like, yeah, but they're great. And I was like, yeah, they look great, but how long are they going to last, man? I can't imagine ever paying $800 for a pair of jeans. So I'd pay $800 for a suit.
Yeah.
But jeans, no.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Custom jeans, 100% made to measure. Wow. Huh. Never thought about that for jeans. I thought you just basically, you got something close enough and then you just wore them in a cold bath.
Well, you could do that.
And then get out. Or is it a hot bath? Hot bath and then they shrink down to.
I think it's cold.
Is it cold? Okay.
I don't know. I know they, even some pairs of jeans that I got that, like the very dark jeans, they will say like, put it in to get some of that residual dye off the outside.
Yeah.
They said, put it in the bathtub.
Oh, okay.
And then wash them. But I don't usually wash my jeans.
Really?
No.
What do you do?
I usually hand wash. If anything, I'll hand wash them.
Why? Just throw them in the washing machine.
No, don't throw them in the washing machine.
Why not?
So
they're jeans. They're
certain jeans say don't.
Oh, you can put them in the freezer. That'll work. I told you that before.
To
keep
it clean?
Yeah, because it kills the bacteria.
Oh.
Unless they're cold, thriving bacteria.
Right.
Then they love
like the thing.
Like the thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I should start doing that, putting my jeans in the chest freezer because I've got the chest freezer.
Yeah, just fold them up, put them in there.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Teresa.
Hello, Teresa.
Yeah, I saw the other day because you have the washing instructions, all the different symbols and things like that too.
Yeah. It's a whole new language.
Yeah, I saw that there was like an app somewhere that you could download, and you can, of course, because why would you need an app? Yes, you wash too many clothes if you're using the app, but it'll interpret those symbols for you if it doesn't say it somewhere.
Okay.
So
that's helpful.
Yeah, it is helpful. All right, let's get back to the show here.
Jonny and Ken on 94.9 WSJM.
Happy April Fool's Day. We're not going to fool you with anything that we're going to talk about today. No pranks.
Nope.
No pranks planned.
No pranks.
Not on my end.
Yeah, I'm not telling you whether I will or not.
Okay. All right.
No, I won't.
You can be part of the show. You can call 925-WSJM. You can email letstalk@WSJM.com. We on our Facebook, YouTube, and X if you want to hang out on the live stream, getting some more people rolling in. I think everybody was Easter egg hunt and Easter feasted out, and they're probably tired.
Yeah.
Getting back into the routine of a Monday morning.
Yeah. You want to talk about airplane stuff?
Yes, you have an airplane story.
I have an airplane story. You have an airplane story.
Okay,
Who should go?
You give me your
Are
airplane
you sure?
thing. Sure.
Mine's not that pleasant.
Oh, it's not pleasant.
Yeah.
So when somebody says, "Hey Ken," this is a good question.
Okay.
Somebody says, "Hey Ken, I've got good news and bad news."
Yeah.
What do you usually go for first?
Bad.
You go bad news.
Yeah, I go bad news because then the good news is kind of the kicker, and then it's like, oh, but remember that thing you told me about just 2 minutes ago?
Oh yeah.
All right, you want the bad news first?
Yeah, give me bad news.
There's a pilot on a United Boeing flight, a 777, forced to return to the airport after apparently a biological substance from a broken toilet flowed into the cabin.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, number 2. A Boeing pilot forced to make a return to the airport after a foul smell from a broken toilet filled the entire cabin. United Airlines Flight 59, scheduled to go to San Francisco, circled over the North Sea before getting back to the Frankfurt airport. Soon after taking off from Frankfurt.
Mm-hmm.
International flight, so it's not a small thing, right? It's a huge plane. Passengers on board the aircraft reported a foul smell coming from one of the toilets. After an inspection, the cabin crew found that one of the toilets in the 7-year-old plane was defective.
Oh no.
Yeah, the latest thing to break on a plane, on a Boeing, was the toilet.
Oh.
Passengers also reported the contents of the waste tank overflowed and entered the cabin,
Oh no.
making the situation even worse. The aircraft apparently made contact with ground engineers, hoping they could fix the problem. Just while they were circling, that wasn't going to happen. After technicians could not find a solution for the ongoing flight, the pilot decided to make a return to Frankfurt Airport. Spokesman for United Airlines said on Friday, we returned to Frankfurt following a maintenance issue with one of the aircraft's lavatories. Passengers were provided with hotel accommodations overnight in Frankfurt, and they were rebooked onto a different flight to San Francisco the next day.
No compensation does that justice for what they had to go through. That's, oh man.
You never want to be seating. I mean, if it were me, I don't like to be seated next to the lavatory just because, noises, smells, whatever stuff's going to be emanating from that area of the plane.
Same thing with
I
the
don't
bus.
care for that.
Same thing with
and the bus
or
and the
train. I try to stay away from the bathrooms.
And so, apparently that didn't help because the thing was just broken and flowing over.
All right.
So there's that.
I wouldn't say that's bad news.
Not really a bad news.
It's funny because it's not me.
Because it's not us.
I didn't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
This comes out of DC.
Okay.
Apparently people are stealing stuff from Air Force One.
Oh no.
Yeah, White House Correspondents Association leadership had to send out an email.
Oh no. It was the reporters?
Yep, the reporters, they sent out an email reminding journalists and politicians not to steal the things off the president's plane. Apparently, it's a rite of passage to swipe something from Air Force One.
It is.
They say everybody does it.
It's true.
One reporter said anonymously, of course, an anonymous source. Yeah, stuff like engraved whiskey tumblers, wine glasses.
Okay, that's going too far.
Gold rimmed plates.
No.
But then I even saw branded pillowcases.
How are they getting access to that stuff?
I have no idea. I mean, of course, I'm sure just like any flight, you get you got somebody coming by with some things like, oh, you want a drink or you want a snack or something like that. And it comes in like a little cute package of some kind that says like,
but not the pillow. Oh, I guess the pillowcase for like blanket and pillow.
Yeah.
Like for an international flight.
I think these are like the president's pillowcase. So somebody going into like the storage closet or something like that. Oh, I thought this was the bathroom. There's towels.
It's the online journalists. They just have no decorum at all. They follow no manners, no etiquette.
Yeah, sometimes journalists are given small packages of M&Ms.
Yes, that's true.
With the presidential seal on there as a souvenir. I'm seeing pictures of it. That's adorable.
See, when you said that people were stealing stuff off Air Force One, I thought it was the members of Congress because they get invited to fly with the president, depending on which state they're going to. But the reporter stealing stuff, come on. Not supposed to do that.
Yeah, because isn't the president like his suite, like where he sleeps if he's going on a long flight?
Section.
That's a different section of the plane.
Yeah, the reporters have the cheap seats, and they're cordoned off to one area, and they're only allowed to go so far back because obviously the president and his people are doing stuff. But well, that's fun.
You've never been on Air Force One, but you've been on the
First Lady's plane.
The First Lady's plane, which we can never remember what that one's called.
Maybe it's Air Force 3.
Force 2,
Who knows?
3.
Yeah, because 2 would be the vice president's.
Right.
3, I don't know if it's the 3 or whatever.
Okay.
But it wasn't fancy. And
was it still big, good sized plane?
It was a fair sized plane. Yeah, it was big.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably land it at South Bend.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can you land Air Force? You can land Air Force One
at South Bend.
At South Bend, right?
I think so.
I think most of any of those. Nice.
Yeah,
it's a big one.
It's a big one.
Big plane.
Big plane.
I'm sure the bathroom doesn't break on that one,
or flow into the cabin.
Right. That's a nasty one for sure.
Yeah, but you're on an international flight. You're going from Frankfurt to San Francisco.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that's a long flight.
How is that thing overflowing when they just get off the ground?
Right. Because isn't that when they change things over, like, okay, you go on your flight to wherever, then somebody else is going to get on that plane.
They clean it out. They empty the tanks.
Refuel and dump off all the other stuff. Anyways, for those of you that just had breakfast this morning
We
or are
apologize.
sitting down, we apologize for that inconvenience. You are now free to move about the cabin.
Yeah.
All right. We got a lot of other things to get to here this morning. We'll get to your Moody on the Market update. That's next. It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
You've taken all the risk. You shoulder all the responsibility.
You like Larry David, right?
Love Larry David.
Did you see he did an interview with Chris Wallace?
I did see that, but I didn't have a chance to watch it.
So CNN anchor Chris Wallace and comic actor Larry David got into what was an entertaining exchange at the least. Wallace apparently asked how much he makes.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does somebody ask that? That's like a question of like, how much do you get paid?
That's pretty much what he said.
Yeah.
He said, I think you're avoiding the question, because he said, how dare you, all this other stuff. And then he says, I'm going to say what should have been said to your father, because he was talking about his father and all this other stuff. None of your blanking business. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
That's
exactly. That's when I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they were like, yeah, a coworker the other day said, how much do you make? And I'm like, you know what I would respond? None of your damn business.
He says, I got to say, 100 interviews, nobody's ever asked that to me before.
That is a question I would never ask somebody, especially in an interview like that. Like you want somebody to not answer any more of your questions.
Yeah.
Ask them something that's that big of a turnoff. All right, Moody on the Market update coming up next.
WSJM.
Hey, good morning.
Hey,
check out moodyonthemarket.com. We got all kinds of business news, Southwest Michigan news about why it's so awesome to live here.
Yes.
And interesting people you should know. I know, Ken, you've had some interesting people conversations lately.
Yeah.
Over there at moodyonthemarket.com. So go check that out when you get a chance. Your Moody on the Market update is brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
And LMC promising some joint jumping music.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're presenting jazz band and choirs in concert on April 24th. Lake Michigan promises the joint will be jumping.
The joint's going to be jumping?
That's what they said.
Oh, all
the
right.
joint will be jumping when LMC Visual and Performing Arts Department presents Swingin' in the Spring. It's coming up 7 p.m. Wednesday, April 24th. The concert will feature the LMC choirs and jazz band during a free public performance on the LMC Mendel Center main stage, located at the college's Benton Harbor campus.
That's going to be fun. Their vocal chamber, under the direction of Becky Dervish-Selvage, will interpret a variety of jazz styles through a swing tune like Orange Colored Sky, arranged by Dave Bardone. And then Quiet Place by Ralph Carmichael from the jazz group Take Six. Great jazz group. And a funky and driving arrangement of Ray Charles' classic Hallelujah, I Love Him So.
Yeah.
And I know Becky very well. I sing with her.
Yeah.
Jazz is definitely under her in her wheelhouse for sure. So she's an awesome jazz singer, and I'm sure she's got a pretty awesome choir to enjoy as well.
Well, I mean, they better, because they say the joint's going
to be jumping. I mean, that's it better be.
Yeah. For more information on the LMC Visual and Performing Arts Department and performances, we have a link to their website. It's at moodyonthemarket.com. Again, that performance is coming up on April 24th. It's a Wednesday at 7 p.m. If you like jazz, if you want to be jumping, swinging in the spring, it's going to be at LMC.
Are they going to allow dancing? Because I feel like, I can't just sit down.
Yeah, you promised that the joint's going to be jumping. I'm going to say get ready for dancing in the aisles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If there's a bop, I'm not sitting down. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And a great way to support the students, because they work hard on that. And I know jazz is hard.
Yeah.
Just for any musician, it is a difficult thing to master. And if they're mastering it so much that the joint's going to be jumping, then definitely want to go and support them.
Yeah, we'll look forward to that.
All right. So for more great stories, check out moodyonthemarket.com and the Moody on the Market app. Download that for free. And coming up here in just a little while, we'll catch you up with sports news and a whole lot of other stuff. But your Moody on the Market update is brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
Rich Brand and Tarek Halsey of IMS Insurance Management Service.
Yeah, Chris Wallace. What the heck?
Yeah, that's odd. I would never ask somebody, especially in an interview.
He said, my father always said people are fascinated by how much rich people are worth. I remember him famously asking Johnny Carson, what's he worth? And David just said, yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. That's a horrible question.
Love Larry David.
Yeah, he's great. And honestly, if you want to know how much he makes, just Google it.
Well, and that's what Chris did. And he said, it looks like you're worth over $500 million. And because he kept pressing him.
Yeah.
And that's just so rude.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't. Why?
I mean, of course, yeah.
Knock it off.
You can look up people's celebrities' net worth and all these different things. And are they accurate? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. But imagining Larry David, I think he's more than $500,000 or $500 million. That is, I think he's more up to 800 million.
I just looked up my name and net worth, see if anything came up. Nothing came out because I'm a normal person. But it also said should probably buy another Powerball ticket.
Oh yeah, maybe after Powerball you'll actually show up. Yeah. Larry David between
Seinfeld
and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah,
he's got tons of money. Same thing with Jerry Seinfeld. And Jerry Seinfeld, I want to see that. I think I'm going to get Netflix for like 1 month.
What's coming up?
Because that Pop-Tarts movie that they're making. I guess I didn't know this. I knew Jerry Seinfeld was in it, which I was excited to see because he's barely ever in a movie.
Yeah.
Like B movie, but he was the voice of a character, and that was a good movie.
Right.
But I mean, beyond Seinfeld, he doesn't really do a lot of acting. And he's not only writing, directing, and I think producing, and of course starring in it, along with a ton of other great comedians. Like Amy Schumer's in that one, tons of other people. So yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it. I think it comes out next month.
That's a documentary.
May 3rd.
Documentary?
No, it's a comedy.
Oh, it's a comedy.
Yeah, he wrote it. Yeah.
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, it's about the creation of Pop-Tarts.
That's a documentary.
Well, it's a biopic. It would be a biopic because, of course, it's a dramatic. I guess you could call it a mockumentary.
A mockumentary. I like that. We watched the documentary. I told you over the weekend, Plagues and Pleasures on the Salton Sea.
And that is in what town? What country? Here,
that's the United States. Is in California, Southern California, where this sea basically was created by accident because of the way that they were channeling water for development and farming. And it was a fascinating story. John Waters, the film director John Waters, narrated it. And it's a quick watch. You can actually just look it up on YouTube. Proper, as it were, not YouTube TV. So no subscription required. It's just an hour long. But it's interesting because this whole development was built up around this accidental sea that was created. And then it just went bust because the whole thing got poisoned and killed all the wildlife there. But now, fast forward to 2023, 2024, in January of this year, they just started building a lithium mine operation because they think it's the area underneath the water there is rich in lithium for batteries for EVs.
Yeah, which will be big money.
Just crazy.
To those property owners.
Yeah, just crazy.
All right. That about does it for us, folks. We're going to wrap things up, get to the next hour of the show. You can always listen to that on the WSJM app if you'd like, or, of course, on your radio, 94.9. But we got to get out of here. You have a great day. Push all these buttons.